online, and all right, I guess we're good. You do have us all the way turned up, right, Patty?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure. Okay then.
Oh man. Um. That's right. That's change the music real quick, and then we should be ready to go.
All right.
Alrighty. We good to go then?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Welcome to the second of the reviews of the evening. Up this time is a game called Nicole. Um, just Nicole. Um, doesn't really tell you much about the game other than you are playing as a lady named Nicole. Nicole is a dating simulator or a visual novel. Apparently, you can play it as a dating simulator or a pure visual novel. That is to say, it's got a reading only option.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but anyway, Nicole is a dating simulator that revolves around your day to day life as a college student, classes, homework, and mysterious abductions. You can take up part time jobs to earn money, explore various locations, do recreational. I think they missed the word here. It just says do recreational on the bullet point.
Come on,
And
Adam. Don't you do recreational?
yeah,
If you don't do recreational, you're missing out.
yeah, do recreational and extracurricular activities. That still doesn't flow well. Anyway, and meet intriguing characters like Darren, Kurt, Jeff, and Ted. You might even get to date the culprit. I don't think that's a selling point.
Yeah! I think we call that Stockholm
Uh,
Syndrome.
the way
Yeah.
it's
Oh
set
boy.
up, it kind of is. I don't know.
Mm,
Well, it's like I assume that's unknowingly. Like
mm-hmm.
otherwise, I might have to question the moral compass of our protagonist here. You know.
From what I didn't get through every version or anything, but it kind of makes sense in context.
All right. Well, as mentioned previously, we got the Nintendo Switch version of this game, so it's over to the Galax for the body of the review.
So yeah, this game has a total, I believe, of 10 endings. It has uh, regular and true endings for each of the four guys you can choose from, and then it has a okay ending and a bad ending. The whose thing you are depends on who you have the better relationship with. I think in visual novel, I played in visual novel mode to get as much of it through as possible. When you're not doing that, it's one of those old like raising style dating sims where you basically get to choose what to do on your days, and it raises your various stats, and each stat pretty much appeals to one of the characters. It's not super complicated, although the game doesn't tell you which one goes to which. And you have energy and morale that you have to keep up in order to be able to continue doing things. Um, but yeah, there's four characters. They're all different enough that they're noticeable, even though they're all pretty generically handsome. I think.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not attracted to men particularly, so I'm not the greatest at judging. But yeah, the premise is more that you're at school and girls have been being kidnapped and then showing up a few days later with no memory of what happened, and then they're generally dropping out of school. And fairly shortly after showing up, Nicole finds out that she's going to be targeted by the kidnapper, which is not good. So yeah, you're choosing between which characters you interact with. You have a roommate and some other bit parts that you see in the scenes. When you're playing in visual novel mode, you literally just get like the setups for each of the four characters' routes, and then you get to choose a route, and you also get to choose whether you want to do the true or normal route, normal ending. The difference for those routes is whether or not you solve the mystery of where people are going, of what's happening with the abductions. And yes, one of the four guys you can date is the person who's doing the kidnappings. I'm not going to say who because that would be spoilers, I guess. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, you basically if you play in visual novel mode, you basically just get to choose your route. If you play in the normal mode, which is probably recommended because if you play in visual novel mode, it feels like comparatively unconnected vignettes instead of things that would happen organically in the course of you know, doing the raising part. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just wanted to get as much of an experience to experience as much of the game as possible. The art's nice. The music is honestly mostly atmospheric background stuff. It's not particularly amazing, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I can't say much about the mechanics of the various items aside from that. From what I looked up in a guide, apparently there are a lot of gifts you can give to the guys, and each one only likes like 5 of the options. So, if you want to do that, you'll either be doing some trial and error, or you'll be looking some stuff up, probably. So yeah, I mean, it's a sort of mystery story, so I don't want to spoil too much, even if I had gone through more routes. So I don't know exactly what else I should say. Do you guys have any questions?
Not really.
Me neither.
Yeah,
So yeah,
same.
overall, generally, I think I'd give it a recommendation. I don't know how much this costs on the Switch. I would probably, if you wanted to get it on Steam, it's like almost $20 on Steam apparently, and I don't think it's worth that much probably, unless you're like
Okay.
super
Apparently,
into
we
racing
have
games.
price. We have normal price parity. This is $18.99 on the Switch. It's on
Okay,
sale right now for $13.29.
Hmm.
that's reasonable. I would go. I might go 10 or a little bit more, especially if you plan on playing through it multiple times and enjoy the raising section.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, might wait for a sale.
Yeah. Worth noting that the Steam version does also have bonus content. It's not extra scenarios or anything. It's the soundtrack in MP3 format, wallpapers, and chibi avatars, I guess, used in the game at higher resolution.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, like
that-
if you in the art here, you can see on the side of the screen, you got the little
right.
avatar of Nicole.
Yeah.
Presumably, it's those.
Yeah. I mean, it is $1 more. So, anyway.
So yeah, I think it's good. Might wait for a sale just because the price is kind of high. I don't think this one has any like there's no voice acting or anything. I don't think there's any exceptional properties that would make it worth almost $20, but sure for 10 or a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly if you're more attracted to men than I am.
Yes. And on that note, that'll about do it for this review. Be sure to tune in after the break, as Petty will be taking on Street Racer Underground.